Hello, and welcome to Franklin County's MetroParks Students Exploring Ecosystem Dynamics SEED program. MetroParks, along with our partners at CCS, have created a series of SEED teacher training videos for you to reference as you participate in SEED. For more detailed instruction and background information for each activity, please refer to your SEED teacher manual. If you have any questions or need any additional information, please feel free to contact MetroParks at 614-891-0700 or on the web at metroparks.net. Extinction and Remediation, the Lorax. Students will discuss choices and their effect on other living organisms in the ecosystem. After completing this activity, students should be able to say that they can investigate a locally threatened or endangered species, and they can investigate why I make certain choices and that my choices can change as I gain new knowledge. This activity is in 3 parts. Part 1 is 4 corners, Part 2, the Lorax, and Part 3, remediation. Teachers should create 4 signs: yes, no, maybe, and absolutely. Place each sign in the corner of the room and clear any traffic areas so that students will be able to move freely around the room. Part 1, 4 corners game. Ask your students, have they made any choices today? If students are having difficulty defining their choices, you can prompt, did they choose what clothes they're wearing? Did they choose what they ate for breakfast? Did they choose who they sat next to at lunch? Have your students discuss the choices they make. Play 1 round of the game to help students understand the premise. Write the statement on the board, the choices I make influence others. Point out the 4 signs at the corner of the room. Have students determine what sign best states how they feel about that statement. Ask the students to move to the corner of the room that has the sign they best agree with. Once in their corner, have students discuss why they made that choice. Have a spokesman from each group share the ideas of why their sign best agrees with the statement on the board. Ask students, has anyone ever changed their mind after listening to each corner? If so, allow the students to move to their new group. Discuss why people might have changed their opinion. Continue the game using the statements. Everyone should recycle. People should be allowed to go wherever they want in a park. Cutting down trees should be outlawed. Feeding wild animals is a good thing to do. People should be allowed to use their land however they like. Cities should spray insecticides to control insects like mosquitoes. Choose 4 of these statements for the game. Record the number of students in each corner on the student portfolio page. Have each corner share why they chose to stand there. After each corner shares, allow students to move if they change their mind. Then record the number of students in each corner after everyone shares. As a class, decide how you want to represent the data collected and work as a group to create the representation. Discuss as a class if there were or were not any changes to the results and why or why not that happened. Discuss how the 4 statements and the choices we make about the statements could influence others. After the game is over, discuss how and why people form their opinions and what causes them to change their mind. Complete the student portfolio page. Part 2, the Lorax. Discuss the meaning of the terms threatened, endangered, extinct, remediation, and invasive species. Students will be able to look up these words in the SEED Student Portfolio Glossary. Have the students discuss why animals and plants might become threatened, endangered, or extinct. Discuss links between invasive species and organisms that have been identified as threatened or endangered. Students may struggle with this concept right now. That's to be expected. By the end of this activity, students will have a better understanding of the impacts invasive species have on our local environment. Ask students to share any examples of remediation that they have observed in their neighborhoods or around their school grounds. As a class, watch the Lorax video or read the Lorax book. While watching the video, have students complete the student portfolio page. Part 3, remediation. Students may use the articles from the links found on the SEED site for the research part of this activity. Students should research local examples of threatened or endangered species or the effects of an invasive species on our area. Then they should cite examples from their readings to answer the student portfolio page. In their student portfolio, students will choose an organism they wish to speak for. Explain to students the expectations for their essay. Students should define an issue or concern. They should explain what caused the issue or concern, and they should explain what they think should be done to remediate the issue or concern. Students should cite information from their research. Thank you for watching this MetroParks Seed instructional video. For more information about Seed or any MetroParks programming, please contact Tanya Taylor, Education Administrator, MetroParks, at 895-6206 or Tanya Taylor at metroparks.net.